Rising, good morning. It's been a long time since I did a recording, but since it's a new year, we already started off the year right. And I just want to dive into some basic price action with some of the things that we've been trading religiously. For example, SMCI, um, CLX, CI, URI, WMT, PG, C, PEP. The list goes on. But for the last couple of months, we've been dedicated to one ticker, and that's been SMCI. The price action, we have been trading that pretty smooth. I have to say myself, because my thing for me is master one ticker, and that's all you need. So the reason I had us focusing on SMCI is because the more you trade it, the more you adapt to it. So just get into it. Here's the SMCI daily chart. You can see all levels, how it responded to every single level. Currently trading above 460.44, which was one of our levels. Took a nice long. I think that was around, so this is a daily chart. We got long around 249.82 to be correct. Yeah, somewhere around 249.82 because we've been trading this for a couple of months now. And now it's well way above that. They're really over about 200 points. Strong move. Chips are getting a lot of attention now. Did I expect this move to happen so suddenly? No. But for me, it was more of a just keep trading it until the actual move happens. My target was more so 300 to 350. Max target was 417 in the short term. And expect basically almost 500 with the high of 496.78. This ticket remains on watch, has a strong move. It still has a lot more upside. I traded not too much now versus them before, but you're getting at least 10 to 20 point daily ranges on that. So that's going to make scalping it for both sides a piece of cake. But I want to get into a lot of other things, like I haven't touched NQ, I haven't traded QQ in a while. It's just more so, it's not that I don't really care about it. It's just the fact that it's a ticket we already mastered. So there's no point of me focusing on a ticket that we haven't already mastered. So like this is an NQ chart. Still clean, respects every single level via chart. We're using Fibonacci retracements rather than extension here. I like to pair it with extension as well. So we're going to use this low 14,320. We're going to come up here to our 17,185 and bring that back down here to 16,300. You can just see how the levels work. This is an extension in purple and retracement in blue. Just give you an idea. So we're looking for 17,520 to hold. So that's about 40 points above that now. Pretty clean chart. Just going through it. XLU, another one, market up. XLU down, market down. XLU up. But that all depends on what's going on. So last night I went over a couple of charts by myself. XLU, definitely one of them. A name that, of course, Sorry about that. A name that I put a lot of people on. Why? Because the options are pretty cheap. Spreads on options, not too bad if you're buying time and you're trading this buying time. It's an easy ticker to read. It respects levels always. Basically looking at this chart, as you can see, you have these yellow boxes. These are just key levels, just points, targets. This was an inverted extension. Inverted extension is basically going from a high to a low to a secondary high. So how does that happen is I took 78.22 up here, came down here to our level of 60.87 around there. Then I bought that point right back up to 73.76, and that's what I got after that. So let me just clear this up. There we go. So your blue is basically buy areas that you want to see hold. This is a daily chart. I actually was charting this off of a higher time frame. I think it was a 4D, but you can actually see. I should actually put this down here. So I'm going to duplicate this box here. This was a key level, nice double bottom we had going on in October. That's a clean double bottom there. Now we're trying to bottom around 60, 59.75 to be exact. Took a short somewhere around 61-ish. Targeting 59.75. No breakdown happened there. So as you can see, let me get my annotation so I can just go over that. So here we got our double bottom here. This 59.75 was very important. Also was a support back in October as well. Ending of October, we saw, let's keep that there. Thank you. Let's clean that up. So as you can see, that bounced there. Then now we have 14 and 30 SMA as a resistance, also as a target. So we're going to use that as a long target as opposed to the 62.60 that we have over here. So currently trading in between 60.87 to 62.60. So I want to see this 60.87 hold. This level needs to hold. This is the most important level here. I'm going to remove my annotations. There was a level here. So this is the level I'm looking at. Slight double top here. Using 122 candle as well as 118 candle and last Friday's candle at 126. So keep that in mind. I want to see a close above 61.45. So trading in between 61.45 and 60.87. Looking at the 4D, this is our 4D. I mean, if you hear that sound in the background, that is Cuddy sleeping. There you go. As you can see on this chart. Let me get rid of these annotations. Go. So basically what I'm looking for here, and I'm going to highlight it as I go along. There's my box. So we're looking for something similar to a move like this. As you can see, this actually happened under the 14 SMA and the 30 as well. We're looking for these type of bottoming moves. Keep these in mind. Happens a lot here as well. We're currently having a similar move to that one, the first box that we drew here. So for this one to actually work out, like I said, that 60.85 is very important. So I'll remain long as we stay above that 60.85, around 60, yeah, about 60.85, 60.87. Want to see a box up going into that 30 SMA. Gonna zoom in here. So a setup like this, to be honest with you, you can do one of two things. You can you can stay long above 60.87 or 60.85, but you can also hedge at 61.45 with some puts for 61 puts here at 61.45. As you can see, the high on this last one was 61.44. So potential double top. Or, I mean, got an indecisive 4D candle here. So we got to see how this one plays out. This candle started last Friday, so it's closing this Wednesday. So the range is going to be very important here. Let's see what happens. And we have a fun week ahead too at that. So I'm really, really more focused on this box here. Can be a box up or a box down. You can see that highlighted there. Nice hammer or dragonfly. But this is all that we have to focus on here. So Wednesday is going to be so much more telling than any other day based off the 4D. I'm going to give you a weekly view as well. I just try to keep everything as simple as possible. I don't want to complicate anything, just using basic levels, support, and resistance. Weekly looks nice as well. We have a lot of weekly similarities on other days as well. I'm going to show you this. Let me get rid of this box. Couple of setups similar, so I'm going to highlight that. So we have something like this here that is similar to our current setup. But we also have something similar to that as well off of rejection of the 30 SMA, as you can see here. So this one failed. So we have to see how this week is going to open. Are we opening down or are we opening up? Are we going to get similar action to this box? Are we going to get a similar action to this other box here, which is this one? So whereas we get a reversal. Everything is based off our levels. So as you can see for the first box here that's currently highlighted, 64.76, that closed above it, it held, and then it targeted 66.44, then went to test the 14 SMA. But then our second box did the opposite. So here, closed below 64.76, and continued to reject and had a downside move to 62.60 here. Now, current box that we have right now going on, current setup, we have 60.87, 60.85. That's the level that we want to see hold. And if that does hold, we're targeting the 14 and 30 SMA around 62.60, keeping it as simple as possible. And if you would like, you can add a trend line to keep it more simple. Because of course we have to respect our trend line. So let's create a trend line here, testing all tops. So if we do bounce, we want to get above 62.60. Breakout is above 64.76, but that will confirm there has not been a successful close above 64.76. There's been nothing but rejection there. So that's a level we have to continue to watch. So technically, coming off this 54.81, nice hammer there. Reversed, got back above 14.30. Came back under. Now we want to see. Now we got the 14 and 30 starting to pinch here. So it's getting close. Could be a nice reversal happening. So the next two 4Ds is going to be very important. See, another one of my favorites. I like to go over not too many names, just keeping it as simple as possible. C is a favorite ticker of mine, as everybody knows. Trade that one religiously. On a technical aspect, it trades and follows levels as if no other. I mean, I drew these levels. I have actually not changed these levels at all. You know, we had like a slight falling wedge in a sense, not even a wedge. Actually, can say something like that, but a falling channel broke above that. And it's currently above 49.03, which that's exactly what we need. So I'm gonna add another trend line here. I'm gonna use this. Then we're gonna duplicate that. 52.38. We're gonna bring that up to here. 54.53. This is a very important level. As you can see, the rejection there going into 127.24. So we either reverse higher, as long as we stay above 52.38, either remain long with 54.50 calls or 54 calls, which we have as a core. This has been a great trade thus far. Keeping this trade simple, and this ticker always stays on my watch list. Gotta love the banks. CLX, another one. Another one of my favorites. I mean, it looks similar to C as well, just based off a chart. A nice flag going on here. Bounced off that 14 SMA, closed above that 30 SMA. Took some time, but it got there. You have to be patient with this ticker. I mean, we played the long side, then played the short side, then played the long side again. That 113.66 was a beautiful area to get long at. Stood above 123.82. Now we're trending above this 30 SMA. Right here, we're gonna put a level there, 142.15. That was a key area. There's been a lot of rejection around there too. Now we're targeting with an upside to 160 as long as we hold above that 30 SMA, which is our yellow line. And if you want to, within this retracement, we can add another Fibonacci retracement using our high peak here and dropping it down to our low here. Gives you a better idea, 140.69. I can remove this 142.15, keep it as clean as possible. If I really wanted to, it can give you another level just above that. Bring this all the way down here. And as you can see, 147.07 is very important. So we have earnings week this week. So I'm looking at the 150, 155 with the 160 calls a couple of weeks out. A couple of weeks for me would be about 6+ weeks for the 160s. That's over a month. You can do 2 months out. That's a 9-point move. Previous earnings. You're getting 12 to 17 point ranges. Let's make it a little bit better. 10 to 17 points. So based off of that, and this is a weekly move we're getting, I have to go over every single earning. So this last earnings, we got a 13-point range in that week. Prior to that one, we got a 18-point range prior to that one. As you can see, 12-point range prior to that one. So far and so forth, we got an 18-point range. Based off this breakout, looking for an explosive move here. Nice hammer. So if we can get one more retest of this 30 SMA here, which is 142.88, sweet spot to go long. Hedge with 140 puts just in case. I would go about 2 weeks out, or to catch the short-term move. You can also go 140. You can strangle as well. Keeping it basic and keeping it simple. But I just wanted to go over that for today, and I should be going live sometime today, later today. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in.